The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What you listening to, man? What they talking about? I got my hand up on that knob, trying to figure out. It doesn't matter who's the guest or what's the subject, cause they keep it 100 and them callers love it. The radio show got you tuned in, ready for action like a bad chick texting what's happening. They ain't here giving 5 o'clock news. Our hosts keep it blunt, sharing their point of views. They going in, man, cause they ain't got no filter. Cause they keep it 100, that's why we messing with you. Got you up to date with the latest with music and what's trending, that's basics. On primetime hours, you can never go wrong. And get night music and what's going on in your neck of the woods, like, hey, Al Roco on today, like, feeling entertained with the radio show. Tuesday, Thursday, taking over, let them know. Let them telephone rings, yeah, I'm on this thing.
The radio show ATL back on the air. Bring a friend night. We always seem to bring a friend. So you got M-16 ATL Diva hanging out with you. More people coming, maybe not. You know how that works sometimes. All right. So we got our homie coming back yet again. He say he ain't podcasting, but this nigga will be here every week. Big Debo, my black friend podcast.
I'm a free agent, nigga. I just go where the wind take me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm in Tupelo, Mississippi, getting some money. Sometimes on your shit, get some money. This is what I do, nigga.
Hey, all good. But you know the door wide open, so keep coming through the door. And then we had this young man on with us on the Aftermath before, so this is his first time coming around for Bring a Friend. Now we got Armon Lindsay. He's the host of Big Boss Talk podcast, out there doing big things. Armon, man, thank you for coming on and hanging out with us, dog.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Armon, man. I appreciate you inviting me on Bring a Friend night, man. It's super dope. The first time we chatted, I love the energy, love the vibe, and don't think I forgot about you because we still getting you on this podcast, so don't worry.
Yes, sir.
But,
it's happening.
I appreciate the invite. I'm looking to collaborate and talk to some great people tonight. I see the energy is already there, so thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Long time coming. Glad you are here. Now, Diva, let me ask you. Well, let me say this right quick. We're starting to scare ourselves because this is a hip hop show, and for the last month or so, we've actually been talking about music, other than other stuff. I mean, we fit the shenanigans in there, but we actually been sticking to what this show is supposed to be about. So we've been talking for the last few weeks when we get together about that top 50 rapper list, but there's another top something that we should talk about that we haven't, that we need to get into. These rappers, they're great, but they need help. The top producers in hip hop, who are they? Who would be in your back pocket? Who would you say is out there? It's so many. We need to talk about this. So let's get into it. Who are the top hip hop producers of all time? Let's get into it. I see everybody's gears are spinning right now. Diva, what's up? Who you got on your mind? Because this is a big deal here.
I'm
gotta have the beats.
One of my favorite ones, I'm just gonna have to say Timbaland. That's my top.
Yeah. Yes.
That's my top because he can just make these intricate connections. The beats, like everything, just feels like a flow and a whole story before you even put lyrics on it. So I think he's like genius with this stuff. It's gonna be my top.
Just the way he could take just sounds, just random sounds, and make it into a beat is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what you say, that little baby crying on that Aaliyah beat, bro. That's just
that baby over the top, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It put it over the top, and it's crazy that Debo mentioned Timbaland right off the bat, because you can make a case for him as not only just hip hop but R&B too, because he can put down a good R&B one too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Armand, what about you? I mean, who's somebody that stands out for you? I mean, I know there's plenty, but who's somebody who's a standout for you?
Yeah, I guess I'm more on the younger side, so I'm gonna say, like, for me, I love Metro Boomin out of ATL, and Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like those are my guys. You know what I'm saying?
So my number one.
I can
Kanye.
ride. You know, I'm riding with them. Just as far as like as far as Timbaland, right? We talk about the beat structure and just being able to, you can hear and almost visually see the song before somebody even puts a bar on it. So for me, it's like Metro Boomin kind of does the same for me. But just what he was able to do within Atlanta with the new upcoming rappers and some of the old ones. But Kanye, I mean, Jesus, like my wife, she's a huge Kanye West fan. Like that first album, it's sick, man. So I that's who I'm riding with. I think those are my top two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. Kanye, for me, and I've said this before. Kanye's my favorite rapper of all time. Kanye to me is a top 5 rapper and producer, like a man that can do both equally well.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if not Kanye, my second best, and this is like 1A, 1B situation is Mike Will Made It. I think Mike Will Made It make beats that just are supposed to be for me. You see what I'm saying? Because they just get me motivated and get me moving. I've never heard a bad Mike Will song. It's crazy. So for me, it's either Kanye or Mike Will Made It. If you go down my playlist, you'll probably see multiple versions of each person.
Man, you know what's a big thing with when you talk about hip hop producers are the ones who had them signature sounds where you don't even have to have somebody tell you and you hear it and you like, oh, I already know who that is off top. And there's a few of them out there that's like that. Like a Dr. Dre beat, you hear a Dr. Dre beat come on, you know from the bass line who that is from the moment it hits, you know, okay, that's a Dre beat. Same thing with the Neptunes. Yeah. If you hear Neptunes beat, you automatically know that's them. Timbaland fits in that same category too, where it comes on as soon as you hear it, boom, you know that's what it is.
I think
so.
Underrated. Switchblade. What's my man?
Swiss Beats.
Yeah,
Swiss Beats.
I think he's a little underrated. I like him.
Yeah.
Swiss. Yeah, I think Swiss Beats actually got to the point where he had a lot of hype around him when he first started. Where it was like a lot of the beats maybe they sort of sound the same, and as it went on, he got like better and better, and like he might be at his best like right now when he's not as mainstream. He probably is doing some of his best work right now. Yeah, it's crazy. Dang. So
what about DJ Khaled? What do y'all think? He's just kind of in his own space.
Listen, I fucks with DJ Khaled. I fuck with DJ Khaled, the producer, but everything else, DJ Khaled, man, shut the fuck up. I'm just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that nigga talking shit. Shut the fuck up. Go in the studio and make some beats, nigga. That's all you need.
From a business
DJ, go ahead.
Perspective, he is brilliant with his marketing strategy, and so if anybody wants to get on, like they should really pay attention to his marketing strategy with the way he does this stuff. So like he does all that silly stuff, but it's like not on purpose. Yeah. Like it's
But beat wise, you put him in that category though. I mean, the upper echelon.
I would have to say yes, just because I've never like. Most of the people he worked with, like when you hear that song comment, like, oh, you gonna pay attention, like it's gonna bring a good mood, a good vibe. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not to be taken too seriously, but then sometimes it is to be taken seriously. Like a lot of stuff he did for Florida, like Miami, it was really brilliant. So I'm an Ace Hood fan because of how he worked with him on some of those songs, like Bugatti and some of the other stuff. So yeah, I just have to give him his credit.
And a lot of rappers mess with DJ Khaled. Like a lot of rappers in the industry, they say he's just a solid guy. Like I don't know what he's done. Like, I don't know what secrets he holds and what he done did, but they just rock with him heavy, and so he's able to get any type of feature, any type of artist on his tracks. He might not be the best as far as like really putting a beat together, but he can with his energy and just his vibe naturally can make a hit song. Like he can put out good music just off energy alone. But when it comes down to that science behind it, I don't think he's top 5, top 3. But as far as a producer though, he's producing for real.
But he
got plenty hits. He got plenty of hits out there. If you really think about it, he controlled the radio for about 5-6 summers in a row, and that's pretty. It's hard to do.
Yeah, that's it is. You can't really argue with the fact that he had a nice little run of like if you were somebody who was an artist that was on one of his radio songs, you was on a hit because they was gonna drill it into your head. Like, look, you gonna like this song because we gonna keep playing it, and you gonna like it.
No, it's not even just that. Not only was he hitting, putting out a hit, then he put out a second hit because he gonna do a remix with other artists on the same beat. Yeah. So like, if he got a hit, you know for sure DJ Khaled gonna have at least 2 hits in the summer, and they gonna play the first version at the beginning of the summer, and then the second version at the second half of the summer, and it's gonna be a whole new vibe because you're gonna have whole new niggas on that shit. So I mean, this nigga turning one song into 2. He really is doing some dope boy shit, right? So like that's just what he's doing.
Let me bring up something else because when Kanye came up, both you, Debo, and Armon, y'all eyes was like, all right, Kanye. Now I said this before, and I'm gonna stick with it. I feel like Kanye West is a way better producer than he is a rapper, and I'm sticking with that one. I feel like his longevity of it, because he's an excellent beat maker. He produced your track, you got yourself a hit, period. And I just feel like his talent as a musician when it comes to making beats, I feel like it's superior to his rap skills. Like I could really do without his rapping, but his producing is fantastic.
So 2 things could be true.
Both of them up there.
Yeah.
2 things could be true, right? Exactly. 2 things are true. He could be a better beat maker or producer than he is a rapper. I will concede that to you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not a top 10 rapper.
Yeah, I'm not saying he whacked by any stretch. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, I feel like his production value outweighs his rap value, just in my view.
Absolutely. I mean, I can agree with that.
I can see, like,
I don't even agree with that. I think the fashion.
I think he's good. I just think it depends on which Kanye you're getting, because Kanye is on such a roller coaster that sometimes, like, if he's in a particular space, then you're not going to get the best version of him.
I want pre MAGA hat Kanye.
Yeah.
You want pre his mama dying Kanye. That's the Kanye you want.
Yeah.
That's
because once his mama died, it's a clear correlation. Once his mama died, he kind of went off. But when he's in a good mental space and he's taking his fucking meds like he's supposed to, Kanye makes brilliant music. Like that's just a real fact. And like when he ain't on that shit, that's when he be doing that dumb shit. That's when he come out with the MAGA hats.
I digress. That's why it's always good to have a good woman by your side, not any woman by your side. But that's a whole nother
so we saying Kim Kardashian ain't a good woman. That ain't even my take. Yeah, she done had too many niggas. I get it. I got it.
She getting brothers out of the system.
Shit.
You gotta take a sip on that one.
She did.
I will not take Kim Kardashian from black men. I will let them have her.
We don't. That's the problem. Too many niggas that have. She done been had over and over again.
Look. But see, this is what we're gonna talk about. You know what? We're gonna talk about this on another episode. Y'all say that and y'all make fun of her. Oh, a lot of niggas had her, but a lot of niggas keep chasing her, and only niggas keep chasing her. So here's
the thing. I can own the fact that yes, I will make fun of her, and she is a terrible person. But if she threw that ass at my way, I'm not gonna turn it down. That's just what it is. I'm not turning down that ass. Listen, the 2 things can be true. I love Michelle Obama. I think she's sexy as fuck, but I also love Cardi B. You feel me? I can love both things.
I get that, but this is a whole nother conversation because it's very confusing culture-wise. With it's real easy to call a black woman a 304 and a hoe, and nobody wants to deal with her, but you'll spend money and go literally get a international hoe. Like everybody had her. Everybody knows she got videos out here, but then a girl show a booty pic or a backside shot on Instagram, she's not worthy of talking to. So it's like such a double standard in our community. So that's a whole conversation for another day.
That's a young nigga versus old nigga game. I'm old. You know what I'm saying? That old title don't matter to me. What you bring to the table? What you got? You got something in your name? You got a car in your name? You got a house in your name? Because I ain't got time. I can't be your sponsor. I'm too old. I got a 401k.
Well, now she a billionaire. So she got
right. She need to sponsor me.
Can't get nobody to date her. So that's interesting too. Well, it's just because whoever dates her gonna get scrutinized, and then their past is gonna get brought up, and don't nobody want that. So, moving on, and that concludes our random segment. You see how that goes?
but this wasn't random. But I guess the whole show might just be
Totally random shit. I told you that's y'all show, TRS. Totally
You are
random.
now listening to the radio show ATL.
I just want to let y'all know, I flew in first class for the first time the other day, and I just want to let y'all all know I can never go back. All of y'all is some broke bitches in my book, you know what I'm saying? I was drinking my free alcohol with my pinky up. Y'all can't fuck with me no more. I'm different now. I just want to let y'all know.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
all right. So we're missing a key component to this segment, but that's okay because I'm gonna take it over this week. We got one gotta go. Easy ain't here for it, but that's all right. I got you covered with this one. So I got a couple of these. Who else will join from on the go? Not sure who else on the radio show ATL. Doesn't matter. We got part of the crew here right now. We're gonna roll with what we got. All right. So this first one that I got here for you fellas is we're gonna go with something where probably everybody will just say the hell with all of them. But the first one is gonna be school subjects. All right. One of these got to get the hell gone. One of them got to go. All right. So we got history, science, math, and English. All right. Take a look on the screen right there. It's on the screen. All right. So that's history, science, math, or English. One of them got to go. All right. So everybody, figure out which one. Armon, I'm gonna start with you on this one. Which one of these gotta go?
I ain't gonna hold you. English can go.
Really?
That can bounce, and I can explain why if I need.
Please.
So we talking math, arithmetic. I need to count my money for one.
Okay.
Number
All right.
two, history. I gotta know. I want to know. I like history. You feel me? Like I want to know the past, like mistakes. I don't make future mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So it's lessons to be learned in history. Number three is which one? Science. I mean, bro, it's so much. You gotta know science, man. Science can help you out in so many different ways. I feel like with English, I don't really gotta know. Like, I may not know where my commas and apostrophes go, but I can articulate and talk very well. So I don't necessarily need to, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't do that much right now. So that's just me. I need my money. I gotta count that. I need to know my history to learn from my mistakes. And then obviously science. I just think you can learn so much from it. So that's me.
Look at Armon with the nuanced explanation on why we chose it.
Come on, I mean,
And it's a solid argument. I don't agree.
Details, man.
It's a solid argument. I feel you on that. I can agree with this. You definitely need math because you definitely need to be able to count your ducats, right?
Facts.
You definitely need science because science and math go hand in hand, right? Mm-hmm. So boom, those two I feel like are top tier. They can't go. My issue is with the history. Fuck history. You know why? Because these white people have changed what true history is. You can't know what history is, at least the way they teach you, because they done fucking put so many lies in it. These niggas don't even want to teach the motherfucking slave trade. They don't even want to teach real true history about our history anyways. You ain't gonna be able to find that in the school books. So for me, and then with English, you got to be able to communicate. Because guess what? Even though we speak English, a lot of other foreign countries speak English too. They teach it to these kids young. Mm-hmm. So if you know how to speak English, you at least have the probability to communicate with somebody outside of your norm, outside of your race, or outside of your country, right? But history gotta fucking go. Because these niggas don't even listen. When I was in school, these niggas taught us fucking slavery for 1 week. But they taught us that goddamn industrial revolution for goddamn 2, 3, 4 fucking months, dog. That shit's got to go. Anything that they do, they gonna teach it to you. Anything we do, they gonna downplay it. These niggas didn't even teach us who was the fucking what famous black folks did. They gave us 1 month, a Black History Month, and they gave us a goddamn blurb every morning talking about, well, this black person did this. You know how many times I heard about Marcus Garvey? At least 12 straight years in a row, dog.
Word.
So like, get rid of fucking history. You can find that shit out on your own, bro. But you definitely need that math. You need that science, and you goddamn need to be able to talk to somebody so you can get some more money. So for me, history got to go.
Yeah, and I just pick out what both of they said, bro. History out the fucking way. Chop it on up, fam. Cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas.
So I'm gonna say this is that this this particular one went in a different direction than I was anticipating because we had Armon, like I said, giving the nuanced one. We had Debo coming through, kicking in the door like he always do, and they had me looking at it different because at first it was like math is out for me, dog. I hate math, geometry, all that shit. But
okay,
you do got to be able to
math
count
is
your money.
different than geometry and algebra. Like when you put letters in math, that ain't math no more. Math, as far as learning how to count, multiply, divide, is essential.
You know how to do that new math? You know,
No, hell no. I be struggling.
Hell
no.
New math. They teach new math now. The kids learning different.
So with this, like y'all were talking about history, and I was like, damn, you know, but some of that is like they was fooling us right to our faces because they had us going to schools that was named after people was going to Robert E. Lee Elementary School. They naming schools after Confederate soldiers and shit.
Confederate fucking generals, dog. It's crazy.
Yep. So I'm in agreement with that one that it's got to be history that's got to go because science has to stay, math has to stay, and you got to be able to, you know, speak. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all those three, science, math, and English, that's all life skills, basically. It all falls in hand. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to worry about history, really. You know, it's 9 times out of 10 the shit that's been taught in school and the shit they teaching now is just all bullshit.
Like they say, history history is written by the victor. So like whoever the motherfucker winning gonna put their side of the story out, even if it's the wrong side of the story. So you could be learning about, oh well, the French Indian War was caused by this, but really it's because y'all motherfuckers was oppressing us. Goddamn, this is what's really happening. Right. But they ain't gonna tell you about it.
And I say, don't get me wrong, like it's some parts of history is cool to learn and find out, but for the most part of it, like it's all like a one-sided story. Yeah, there are a lot of details that are left out, a lot of shit that's not taught, a lot of shit that's not allowed to be taught or talked about, you know. So it's like when you get older and you find out more shit, it's like, well, what the fuck? You almost have to like unlearn certain shit at a point.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So let me ask y'all this though. So obviously we know history is taught by the victors. Let's just say if we was on the other, but if we was on the other side of history, what do you think history would look like? Like, do you think it would be taught different? Do you feel like you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know what the
if we was on if we was on the winning side and they was on the losing side, how would we teach history? We would teach it the same way that they taught it. You feel me? We'd be like those white devils. You ever seen Full Metal Alchemist? You ever seen Full Metal Alchemist? Like when the people from Istanbul, them motherfuckers was looked at as like criminals in the fucking war state. Really, they wasn't doing nothing wrong. Them niggas came in there and tried to take their land, and everybody thought that they was the bad guys when they really wasn't this whole time. They was just living their life. They was just on somebody went out there, fucked up, and did an experiment and tried to fucking cover that shit up. And that's the problem with history. History can never be just a true history of the world. Because whoever is the person that's writing it is gonna give you what their accounts of the story.
And that's the thing. It's all like it's all perspective at the end of the day too.
That's it.
But you can't fool math, right? You can't put your perspective on 1 + 2 because that's gonna be 3 every time.
Nope, them numbers gonna number every time. Ain't no changing on that one. That math gonna math every time.
How Hope say that? 16 men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
It's facts on facts. There ain't no getting around that.
I just want to know how we would write the history. That'll be some comicals. I'm telling you.
Nigga, we'll be talking about how we fucking dog walk their ass. We walked into them fucking white devils territory and we took our shit. We made them niggas get on their knees. We fucked they bitches. All kind of crazy.
Bro, if we was on the right side of history, let me say this: Catcher Freeman would be real. Like Catcher Freeman would have been a real dude. Would have been an actual thing that happened.
Thanks.
Hey, it'll be the most sauciest story ever told in history, boy.
Ever.
Boy, it'll be
the history books will be lit, nigga.
Know how many movies?
Every history book be black with gold writing on the inside of that motherfucker, just shining, just like y'all gonna learn this shit.
It'll be the most lit story ever told, boy.
Think about the movies though.
The movies, bro. Everybody got thrills. You know,
look at it. Look at it. The movies even that we have now, movies that's based upon like our oppression and our struggle and our upbringing, those are the most like well-known, beloved movies ever. Just imagine if just it was the opposite of the most bossiest shit, the most sauciest shit. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine.
We'll be talking about look at those whites over there.
like
jigging to that country music.
Like,
how dare they?
Bruh.
Look at him eating that sandwich, all that damn mayonnaise on it, getting on my
Having
goddamn
a hold
nerves.
down. A hold down in this neighborhood? I can't believe it.
Like not to sound corny or cheesy, but like we got a tiny glimpse of it on a more East Headley level with the Wakanda shit, with the Black Panther.
Black
movie.
Panther, baby. Yeah.
Hey, look, just
every time.
Imagine if they could have kept it all the way nigga.
Dog, I wake up every day hoping Wakanda is real, and I just try to get my way back, dog.
Hey,
everybody,
I just want to get my way back.
It was fair. It was warm to both. To like just imagine if they could have really kept it all the way. Nigga.
Just imagine if Zimbabwe was really truly hidden, dog, and they live in lavish over there, but the little outskirts they just let y'all have that, man. Who knows?
Man.
Oh man,
bro. On the inside.
So it's okay. So that particular one got to go went in the direction I didn't expect, but it brought up some other conversation, which is great. So that's all the more reason why we need to roll into yet another one got to go that I got this week since I didn't took over my brother's segment. So I'm gonna take it again. So this one got to go. All right. So we focusing on actors. All right. Them and the entire catalog got to go. All right. So we got. You take a look at the screen if you're looking here. So it's you. So this is what we got here: Jamie Foxx, Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington, Will Smith, or Samuel L. Jackson. All right.
Oh,
do it again. So Jamie Foxx, Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington, Will Smith, Samuel L. Jackson. One of them and the entire work got to go.
Bye, Uncle Morgan. All right, Uncle Morgan. All right,
oh shit!
All right, Uncle Morgan.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
These niggas
Morgan.
taking flames to fucking Morgan Freeman.
Hey,
I'm
gotta
sorry,
go.
Uncle Morgan.
This nigga, my fucking guy.
I'm
Give me
sorry,
give me your top movie with Morgan in it.
I'm sorry.
Fucking lean on me.
Look, bro, but that's all we.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Oh my god,
man, we love Uncle Joe Clark, man.
Joe Clark, that shit is iconic.
So his whole body works. So you realize what's being taken out of this. Are y'all superhero fans? Because both the Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and the Dark Knight Rises is gone if you take
gone, bro.
Out.
They gone. But anything that he done did a voiceover for is gone, bro.
I'm Team Marvel anyway, so
yeah.
Deuces.
Hey, I love Batman though. I got love for
oh shit. That's crazy to me.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's kind of crazy to me.
And look,
so that was your choice?
That's respectfully.
Okay, Jamie Foxx.
You can't take away Jamie Foxx.
He's good. But look at his catalog though. Would you really be that hurt if some of the movies was going out of there? You really would be hurt if you
Jamie Foxx is the same as Will Smith because for every good movie Jamie Foxx got, he got one or two movies that's not good.
Yeah.
But
I feel like the upscale
shows too.
Well, for this one,
that's right. The shows too.
We got the Jamie Foxx show. We got Booty Call. Come on, man.
You got Ray. And guess what? Sunday. And Muhammad Ali, because he was in Muhammad Ali too.
Come on,
man.
He was in Cadillac. Was he in Cadillac Records? Was he? I feel like he was in one of those singing movies.
He was in Play. I know he was in Players Club.
He was in Dreamgirls.
He was in Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
You can't take away. You know what I'm saying? You can't take away Dreamgirls.
He was in Players Club. He was in Dreamgirls. Jamie done been in a lot of shit. That's pretty funny.
And he
I was watching this movie. What's that movie where they kill the bosses?
White House Down.
You can't get rid of that. Come on now. Nah, you can't.
What about the movie where they was in there? The three white guys were trying to kill the bosses. They bosses. Horrible bosses. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you talking about he was motherfucker Jones?
Right. That shit was fucking hilarious. Yeah. So like, I don't feel comfortable killing Jamie Foxx.
You gonna get him solo?
One of my favorite movies got Jamie in it. Collateral. That's a classic, man.
Sleep.
Collateral. Come on.
Just Mercy. Robin Hood. You got Project. I mean, it's so many. He owned his Spider-Man. You getting rid of Spider-Man? That's Marvel.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Django. You gonna get rid of Django?
Django. We're not getting rid of Django. I was just watching Django today. I was watching clips on YouTube, nigga. No, we're not getting rid of Django, dog. So yeah, Jamie's gotta stay.
So
Okay.
so who's going? Chris said off top Morgan Freeman is gone. So Armon, who's gone for you? Is it Morgan Freeman also that's gone for you?
Yeah, Morgan can go. You can't get rid of Denzel.
Yeah,
You're
come
not doing
on.
that.
Look,
You're
Debo
not
done
gonna get rid of
changed
Will
his mind.
Smith.
Debo done changed his
Driving
mind.
Miss Daisy?
Debo
Jesus
done changed
Christ.
his mind.
This nigga has been in some of the most influential shit. But if I'm objectively thinking about this,
Come on, Debo. You know it. Come on.
God damn, I cannot believe I'm finna say this shit. Okay, objectively, Jamie Foxx he can't go. Denzel, I feel like is untouchable on this list, right?
Come on,
Denzel is untouchable on this list.
Samuel
Okay,
is next to
because I just
Denzel,
got put.
bro.
And I hate to say this, don't take my black card. I just got put on to the fucking Equalizer movies. Them
Oh man,
motherfuckers
them things
fire,
is killed. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Come on.
So
Church.
I fucks with that shit. I can't take Denzel away. I tell you, I can't take away Jamie. Who was the other one?
Samuel.
Can't get rid of
Samuel, exactly. I'm never taking away motherfucker. First off, Samuel L. Jackson's in the funniest movie I ever seen in my fucking life. Not Trading Places.
I know what you're talking. It's with Bernie.
It's with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio.
Dang, I can't remember.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Coming to America. He was in Coming to America.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't take that from him. I can't take anything that Samuel L. Jackson do
Coach
away from
Carter?
him. Coach Carter, all those Tarantino movies that he in. I love every single one of them. I can't take them away from him.
Bro,
Right.
go through Morgan Freeman's catalog. It ain't nothing that's touched the black community besides
So here's the problem. Lean on Me is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 10, right? Okay. But I look at Will Smith, and I might not like Will Smith personally as a person, but I cannot lie and say that I don't love some Will Smith fucking movie.
Hey, bro,
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Bro, I was about to say,
I was even watching the movie he did with his son, After Earth. That shit was good to me.
Man,
so
After Earth is awful. Don't say that. Don't tell
it's
nobody
not
else you say
bad.
it's good.
It ain't bad. And it ain't bad because Will Smith. It's bad because his son sucked. But whatever. Will Smith was actually good in it. It's his son that sucks.
You gonna get rid of bad? You can't get rid of Bad Boys. I promise to God.
You can't get rid of none of the Bad Boys.
Bro, we have the hardest time getting. So, nigga, who's going? You talk about everybody who ain't leaving.
It's gotta be Morgan Freeman. It's gotta be Morgan Freeman. But I hate
Damn.
I'm sacrificing one of my favorite movies, but it's Morgan Freeman, and it really ain't close.
It's Uncle Morgan, man.
The Dark Knight might be my favorite movie of all time.
True.
But at the same time, if I weigh it against all these other ones, like Samuel L. Jackson ain't going nowhere. Denzel is safe. Will Smith is safe. It's either Morgan or Jamie, but then I look at it, do I have more stuff that Jamie was in that I like? It's on Netflix right now, The Kingdom, Jamie Foxx. That's a good-ass movie if you have not seen it.
Hey, dig this. You take away Jamie, you take away In Living Color, bro.
Yeah, living color, bro.
I mean, in that case, you don't have no choice. Then it's gonna have to be Morgan Freeman.
It's got to be Morgan Freeman, and I hate to say that shit because then it's like Lean on Me doesn't exist, and that's fucking crazy. Bruce Almighty doesn't exist, and that's fucking crazy.
There's no Dark Knight trilogy, but I'm like with Chris, I can lean on the fact that we still got the Avengers because Samuel L. Jackson is still here. So
he was in that assassin movie Wanted, which was really fucking dope when they was curving the bullets.
Oh yeah,
but that nigga gotta go.
Yeah, he gotta go, bro. Morgan gotta go.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I tried to fight for you, bro, but you got to get the fuck up out of here, dog.
Try with Samuel Jackson and Bernie Mac, Soul Brothers.
Yes, that's Soul Man.
Soul Man. You the dog.
Soul
Man, come on, man.
I never seen that one. I heard about it, but I never seen it. Nah, I never seen that one.
Yeah, you got to see that shit.
Bro,
that shit's funny.
Put that on tonight.
I think that was probably Bernie's last movie, man. After he passed.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to get at a look. These was two tough ones, man. You know, we argue about these, but it was hard to figure out which one they was, man. Damn.
Nigga, the fact that we came to a consensus and just kicked out Morgan Freeman is a little bit disrespectful. I ain't gonna sit here and say it ain't.
Hey.
We just disrespected Morgan Freeman like he ain't a fucking award winner, nigga.
We respectfully let the OG ride off in the sunset, man. That's all we did.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
If you post something on Facebook and you talking like paragraphs of shit about somebody,
Tag them.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, so we just had a spirited debate with One Gotta Go. And, you know, Debo talk about this all the time, and it's something I mentioned too, that this show is random, even though it's the radio show ATL. We be going to places that don't have nothing to do with whatever we're supposed to be talking about. But that's the beauty of this show. And that's the beauty of this segment, is the random segment where you get to take the show wherever you want to take it to. So with random, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. It could be something profound. It could be something funny. It could be just an observation. Anything that's on your mind that randomly comes to mind that you want to get off your chest, that's what you can do. Take it to where you want to go to. So with this one, you know, Armon, I know you new to this or whatever, so I figured we have somebody else go first to give it a shot. Debo.
Yo.
What's on your mind? I'm afraid to ask what's on this crazy mind of yours, but please
nigga,
enlighten us.
So here's the problem with me, nigga. I done start keeping a list of shit. So I'm going to just do one or two from the list that I got. And you know what? No, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to start with this one. First off, this might be a hot take. I kind of like when Donald Trump is running for president. Because wait. I see the crazy looks. I'm not voting for Donald Trump. I am not even advocating that Donald Trump wins. But when that nigga running for president, that shit is the most comical shit that you will ever see on TV. That shit better than any TV show. That shit better than any motherfucking late night show, any fucking comedy special. Because that nigga saying whatever the fuck come on his mind, bro. And that shit, whether it's wrong or right, that shit is out there goddamn funny as fuck, bro.
He telling his truth.
That nigga came up with the term the Kung Flu, nigga. What the fuck are we talking about? The Kung Flu? COVID is the Kung Flu?
Nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. If it was a different time, and if it wasn't so crazy out here, if Donald Trump was black, we would all be like, oh, that's my uncle.
We would be like, that's our crazy ass uncle, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Donald Trump out here saying whatever the fuck under his head. And really, he like me in a lot of ways, bro. And he's just an old white version of me, nigga. Because that nigga is funny as shit, dog. That nigga be out there, I'm just gonna, with his fucking hand gestures and shit, talking shit. This nigga said, grab him by the pussy and didn't even get in trouble. He still
no, he got elected. He didn't say that and got elected.
He got elected. How you don't like the hustle, nigga? That shit is hilarious. Donald Trump is good for niggas like us who talk about shit. You feel me? When Donald Trump is running for president.
In 2020, he carried our show, bro. It was nothing but content because of that.
Bro, this nigga got arrested for arraignment, right? Turned himself in, got out 2 hours later, then went to the fucking Puerto Rican restaurant, said, food for everybody. Everybody's eating today. Like, what are we doing? This is dope boy shit. This is Nino Brown level shit. All right.
Debo, guess what though? With that, he didn't pay. He said food for everybody, but he didn't pay. He walked out on the bill.
Thank you.
My God.
Like, what are we saying? Donald Trump is fucking great, dog. He is make America great again. I'm with it, Donald Trump. I'm not voting for you. But nigga, I'm happy that you're running for president because it's funny. It's funny.
Great.
Second real quick thing is, I cannot stand. No. How the fuck do you get online, sad about something, and film yourself crying? What kind of fake ass shit is this? That's the most annoying shit when I'm on my timeline and I'm on TikTok and I see a bitch crying because her dog died. So wait a minute. You set up a camera, you put it on a tripod and aim that shit, make sure you're using the right angle, filmed you crying, and then look back at the shit and said, oh yeah, that's the take I'm about to post.
Hold on, Debo. The most important part. They had to press record.
And press record on that motherfucker, dog. So like, what are we doing, America? What are we doing, young folks? These are niggas that's gonna be fucking in charge of the country one day. And they filming themselves crying on a camera. That's my random shit. Bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing today?
They had to press record. Man, so if I'm going after Debo, I guess my one thing, hey, he out on bond, but Boosie free, man.
Get my nigga Boosie out of jail, dog.
Hey, some people might not like him, but we need Uncle Boosie out in these streets, man. He too important to the culture, bro.
Yeah.
We need him. We need him.
We
That
need
guy ain't
Boosie,
got
bro.
that mind. He
I can't
got
believe they got his ass, bro. That's
bruh.
some disappointing shit.
Feds literally picked him up after the state dismissed the case. Literally. He leaving out the state case, feds right there waiting for him. Crazy.
You can't do shit online no more, bro. These
Bro,
niggas
talk
gonna use that
about
shit
it.
as evidence.
You getting picked up on a case that the state literally just dismissed. Feds like, hold on, partner. We see something. Hold up.
Somebody was watching your live.
Crazy.
Boosie.
Boosie, yeah, he got released on bond. He got bond. Thing yesterday.
You think he gonna do time?
I don't know. I mean, look, as a fan, I hope not, but
I think he
already feeling.
voided his parole. I think that was like voiding his parole. They might try to send his ass back, bro.
And them feds, they got a 98% conviction rate, boy. They don't play.
Man, he better pull a John Morant. It was a lighter, bro. A lighter.
You can barely see it, but they tell us so they got all the evidence. They done zoomed in on it or some shit.
What? Better say it was a prop for a video or something. It looked like it was a video.
Yeah, it was the video. They passing that shit around like old dog did with that fucking tape, man.
I told you to stop showing everybody.
Copies and shit.
I told you to stop showing everybody that damn tape.
That motherfucker, what was his name? Clancy turned his ass in. Chauncey turned his ass. That nigga's a snitch, bro. Hell no.
It's a Chauncey in every crew, and all of them need their ass whooped.
Oh my god.
Shit. Armon, man. So you just seen around the horn here where everybody doing their random, man. So you can take it wherever you want to take it to, man. What's on your mind?
Man, I'm gonna take it to the day. Like it's been going crazy on Twitter, but this submarine that's freaking lost. Hey, don't my everything going down. I don't know what's going on. I live in Houston and it's raining, but the freaking that submarine jump is ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean?
That shit wild, dog. That's the most white people shit I ever heard in my fucking life. Cause like y'all niggas got on a submarine with a PlayStation 3 remote control. What?
Right.
They said the remote control was like a PlayStation 3 remote control. I said, man, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Yeah, man. You know, they got based on what they said at that point in time as we recording this, they got about 12 hours worth of air left in there at this point.
Yeah, these niggas gonna be dead, bro.
Gone pecan, cuz. Hey, they gone pecan.
I mean, bro, all I can say is with that one, with Armon said T's and P's, thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, man. And don't nobody give a fuck, bro. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, they really making fun of these niggas.
What you gonna do when you come up out of there? Then everybody show how they come out the submarine like.
I saw a TikTok today where a white woman, maybe the most plainest white woman I ever saw. She had little round glasses and shit, and she said, "I'm white, but I'm not getting the submarine going to look for the Titanic that sunk 100 years ago that you already saw the movie about."
Bro, Twitter is
type of white. Like
bro.
That shit is the truest shit. Some people just ain't that white. That's the most whitest shit I ever heard in my life. That is just cheese quesadilla white. That is white people taco night white. That shit is motherfucking Starbucks latte frappuccino double whip with a scoop of vanilla white.
Like the thing, what's even crazy about that is like they don't even have like direct communication with nothing. You have to send a signal to something else, then that something else communicates with another, whatever that is.
Bro, who getting in that anyway? Like ain't nobody.
So dig this. The people that got in, I think it's 5 people on board. The nigga who piloting this shit, right?
Billionaire.
Then it's a billionaire with his son.
And the CEO
and then it's
of
like
the company,
another millionaire.
Yeah,
and then it's like a researcher for the Titanic.
Yeah, young and the youngest that son is like 19, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Then he got one son called it in and say my dad's missing, but then the next couple of hours he had a concert. Everybody like, oh, he just waiting on that money to hit.
That nigga gonna wait for that money to clear, dog.
You wait for that check to clear, cuz.
His check come clear. I said, bro, this is so crazy.
This nigga said, "Yeah, my daddy missing, but you know what? I gotta go to this goddamn little Yachty concert, nigga."
He said, "Can't let the tickets go to waste." You legit.
What can I do?
you legit can't make this up. Like these are stories that nobody will believe unless you was living in this.
Hey, Debo, somebody said Namor done got him, son.
Niggas is looking for some vibranium, dog. You know what I'm saying? Namor done snuck his ass up out of here, dog. They said y'all niggas ain't making it back to the surface, bitch. It's over for y'all.
Oh my
man,
Lord,
niggas ain't shit. They just everything's a joke. But as long as it's funny, we gonna laugh at it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would not be surprised if some niggas done rolled up on their ass on some coast and said, "I'm the captain now." Like these niggas done took them over. They didn't got caught by the Somali pirates, nigga. It's a wrap, bro. These niggas either in the Bermuda Triangle and got fucking lost and sitting back to the motherfucking 1730s or some shit. I don't know what these niggas at, but that shit is crazy that we getting lost in 2023 looking for the Titanic.
Come on. Let me keep the levity with this shit because I don't know if Armon was going for the laughs, but he got him on that one. So I just want to preface what I'm getting ready to say with my random that I despise everything that corporate America is. I feel like it sucks the soul out of myself and every other person on this planet every single day, and I'm old.
Every day.
One of them that stood out to me, and we all can agree on this, is that one thing I cannot stand about corporate America is the obligatory email that you get when, the big wigs are coming. Everybody make sure that your desk and everything around is tidy. We're having visitors. Man, fuck that. All right. I don't care about none of that. All right. Tidy area, who's come. I don't care about none of that shit. Shouldn't the area be clean anyway because I'm supposed to have a clean workspace instead of because John from accounting is coming? I don't care. I don't give a shit. Stop sending that email. I'm gonna delete it every time. So if I'm eating Cheetos and they on my desk, the Cheetos gonna stay on my motherfucking desk. That's all I got to say about that.
Listen, I'm not dusting. My job is not to be fucking clean, bitch. That's not my job. My job is to come in and process these fucking TPS reports. Whatever the fuck we doing. Like I'm not fucking with you cleaning
this
the
fucking
desk.
Excel spreadsheet. So I don't care that Craig, the VP of marketing, is coming through. I don't care. You kiss his ass. I'm gonna stay over here. I'm acting my pay grade right now. So no thanks. I'm good on that shit.
I
just felt like that need to be said
anyway. Like fuck that nigga. I'm only see him here.
Yep.
I don't highlight him outside of this place anyway. I'm straight.
Tyler, the vice president of People Solutions, whatever the fuck that mean, you can kiss my ass, dog. You just making way more money than me to not do shit. Kiss my ass.
I ain't tied in up shit. I'm gonna do the same shit I was doing before you sent out that dumbass email. So no, I do not want to have donuts with whatever team it is. I'm good on that shit.
You be lucky I ain't got motherfucking playing that new Cardi B and fucking Lotto fucking video on my shit. That's what you lucky.
Out the plastic.
You lucky I ain't playing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna tell you one thing we was lucky to do though, and that's the random segment right there, getting out the crazy stuff that goes on in our head with no filter. Gotta appreciate that.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
I don't have road rage. I just don't like when people get in the left lane and do the speed limit. Nigga, if you gonna get in this lane, you gotta accept the risk that you could potentially get a ticket. That's what this lane is for.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, another great Bring a Friend night, wrapping it up in the books here. So happy to have members from On the Go Podcast, My Black Friend, and also Big Boss Talk. So we're going to start with our man, Armon Lindsay. Big Boss Talk, the podcast. Man, can you please tell the listeners and the watchers of the show where they can find you, what everything is about when it comes to your show, and, how they can subscribe and all that good stuff, man. Show you some support.
For sure, man. You can find me on Instagram, Big Boss Talk Podcast _. You can also find me on YouTube, Big Boss Talk Podcast in general. You know what I'm saying? The podcast is really, we interview and talk to people in different careers of minority descent. So all black, I kind of pride myself, like it's all black show, all black people in different careers. And we're going to teach and show you, and just give advice on certain careers, right? Because all we know is the things that we grew up around as far as like, mom always say, be a doctor, or you're going to be in the street, whatever the case may be. So I just try to provide different perspectives, different black people that's doing dope stuff, and they can, kids can learn from and be like, oh, there is a career path or a success in this realm. So that's pretty much it, man. And I appreciate you for providing me with a platform to be able to talk and share what we got going on And like I said, anytime any one of you guys want to hop on, man, please let me know. I'll try to reach out to some of y'all as well too, just to kind of get y'all on so we can do some big things.
Yes, sir.
For sure. The information for Big Boss Talk is on the screen right there. It's also going to be in the podcast and the YouTube description also. So please give Armon a like, a follow, a listen. All that shit counts with that. So
tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Damn right. All right. So we're going to slide it over to the homie Big Debo, My Black Friend podcast. Debo, you got anything coming? I know y'all just celebrated 300th episode. Anything else that's coming down in the future aside for you hanging out on here every week just about?
Right. See, and this is the fucking funny shit, because I'm finna say this, but me and you and your brother and matter of fact, probably everybody, we actually doing a collab. Finally, we actually got Danny on board to do a collab. We gonna do the My Black Radio Show with me and Danny on the radio show, and I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It's probably gonna be just an audio only podcast because Danny is white and that nigga don't like being on camera. He weird like that, whatever. But like, it's been like 3 years in the making. So I want to make this a big thing. I want to hype it up and shit. We gonna fucking have fun. We gonna talk our shit, and I'm excited about that shit. After that, it's whatever. Whenever I'm on here or on the go or even on my own show, we might even do a episode here lately. I don't know. We ain't done one in a minute, so.
No, it's all good. We're looking forward to that. Check out Debo. Information is on the screen. All right, you want to hear them, radiocircus.net or wherever else you catch your podcast. My Black Friend, they talk about race in a humorous way, and it works. Trust me. All right, last and definitely never least, the homie Krystian on the Go podcast, doing big things. Just had a video blow the fuck up recently as well. Chris.
Shout out Young Zion.
Yes. What y'all got coming, man? Y'all are the sport. Y'all are the sports authority, right, man.
Yeah, it was hot, boy. He was lit. He had the block hot for real.
So what y'all got coming?
Yeah, man, shit. We, trying to drop content. We just dropped a little short, little 20-minute, little light show. What? Monday, I believe we dropped some. Or I think it was.
Yeah, it was Monday.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So we trying to drop some. We probably gonna have another one cooking up for this weekend coming. So just stay on the lookout, man. Every time we link up with the Pod fam, it's always love. It's always a good time. It's always a good vibe, So it's just, we dropping it. We keeping it coming. Trying to keep it on the go, man.
Hey,
no pun intended.
Content, baby.
But it fit. Information for On the Go is on the screen, also on the podcast description. So they're available anywhere you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple, anywhere you get them. Search for On the Go. You will not be disappointed if you're a sports fan.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Shout out my pod brothers, Jimbo, Ebro, Big T.
Yes,
good game, man. Shout out.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Chris. And just again, I'm gonna keep doing this because Debo, he just stay on me about this. I'm gonna keep just saying it, man. Every time so it don't get old. Thank you to the listeners and the people who watch, especially the listeners. Y'all are the reason the radio show ATL hit that top 200 in the music commentary category. Forever grateful for that. And I'm taking that with me. That's like winning the championship belt. I'm gonna keep saying that for the rest of my life. Do you know I was on a top 200 podcast? I'm gonna
listen. I tell people that shit all the time, bro. Listen, we was the number one podcast in Malta. Niggas like, where the fuck is Malta? I say, I don't fucking know. But I was number one. Niggas
that's right.
That's just all I know, nigga. I was in new and noteworthy on iTunes. I don't even fucking got an Apple iPhone, nigga. Yep. But you gotta keep plugging that shit because you're gonna be 200, then it's gonna be 100, then it's gonna be 50, and then you're gonna be number one, nigga. You gotta keep doing that shit.
Yeah,
that's right, bro. I appreciate that. And I just gotta keep hammering that home that did happen and we can keep making it happen. So we appreciate that. Now, also for the people that's watching this saying, man, this looked like some fun. Well, if you want to be a guest on the radio show ATL, just send us an email to radioshowinbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. So again, shout out to Big Boss Talk Podcast. Armon, thanks for falling through. Big Devo, Krystian,
shout out
all the Pod family. Shout out everybody on the go. Everybody. My Black Friend. We got a shout out to the Break Room, Juicy K, Rocks, Dr. E. All our homies, we appreciate y'all, man. So
I'm sorry, Juicy K. I'm sorry, but Beyonce trash. I love you though, but Beyonce's ass.
She's not gonna love you back.
I know she don't. She mad about it, but she just gotta understand. Listen, Beyonce is ass, and it's okay. I like professional wrestling, and that's ass sometimes. But
well, I tell you what's not ass. What's not ass is the radio show ATL. So please just remember and never forget, you're not just listening to a radio show or some radio show. You're listening to the radio show ATL. Thank y'all so much for listening and watching. We will catch y'all next time. Yes.
Tuesday K gonna get in my shit.
Yes, she is. She gonna see this shit and flip the fuck out.
Oh well, I love her though. I love her though. You know what I'm saying? I love her though. She from Atlanta. I can't not love my Atlanta sisters, but Beyonce at. These niggas, okay, so they did one gotta go. They said it was a steak dinner with a baked potato, burger and fries, the crab boil, or fried chicken. And this light-skinned nigga over here said he getting rid of a steak. His brother said he was getting rid of burgers and fries because these some niggas, some New Orleans niggas, so they gonna keep their little fucking seafood bowl. And then Jimmy, old black ass, so he getting rid of fried chicken. I just can't with these niggas.
What fried chicken?
Right.
The burger is the staple. Y'all need to get rid of that seafood though. If I gotta work,
thank you.
If you wasn't allergic, bro. If you wasn't allergic, you wouldn't be saying that.
I'm allergic too, but it don't matter though.
Because I'm a lazy eater. I ain't gonna be cracking.
I mean, contrary to my southern brothers right here, I can go without the seafood.
Boom! See, Chris, my nigga, see, Chris, this is why. See, Chris, this is what I'm saying. You the most dark-skinned, light-skinned nigga I ever met in my life, dog. And this is why I fuck with you, bro. Because see, that shit is the facts, bro. It's too much work. I'm not saying that seafood boil is bad eats. I'm saying it's too much work and for little reward, my nigga.
Look, you know I can't even lie. My wife has said the same thing about crawfish. She said, I'm not fooling with it. She said, it's too much work for me to do to get to that little bitty piece.
It's too much work for that little bitty ass meat. Then you sucking on brains. Like, nigga, that shit is when I can eat a clean burger, I can eat a clean steak, I can eat a clean fried chicken. Come on, dog. What we saying?
Put on gloves just to eat.
Y'all niggas eating on the table like some slobs, bro.
I'm saying,
got your elbows in there, just slovenly. Just looking nasty.
Look. That Church's chicken fresh out the grease, bro. Look.
With them honey butter biscuits, dog. Tell them, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Look.
Oh, God.
Hey, leave the menu at the Debo and Chris, man. Y'all meet up. Don't bring this.
Man, the YouTube comments have not been kind to my brother when it comes to his Nas take.
Yeah, and I saw that shit, and I had to go in there because you know me, I don't give a fuck. You can talk whatever the kind of shit you want to talk to me. You ain't gonna talk to my people like that. But he wasn't lying. Nas really is overrated as fuck.
Overrated.
It was so we was doing a top 50. So whatever Billboard or whoever that put that top 50 rappers out, and they had Nas at what, number 3?
Yeah, he's number 3.
So who he shouldn't be over though? Is my question.
To me personally, he shouldn't be over Eminem. He was over Tupac.
All right, now Tupac. This is a hot topic, and I might get killed. But in my eyes, Tupac, Biggie, if they ain't die, I feel like they death are sending them way higher than what they should have been.
Whoa!
No, that ain't a hot topic, bro. Because that's how I feel.
That's just
nope, you right.
Because I want to know how far they really would have took it if they didn't really time out. You know, God bless the dead, but would they still be in the topic of conversation how they are now? You know what I'm saying?
This is the same. See, you finna piss M16 off. You finna piss M16 off because this the same shit that I was saying. Like, because okay, they had Big Pun rated in like the 30s or something like that, and I was like, I'm a Big Pun fan, but they were saying that T.I. and like a couple other rappers were better than him, and I can't deny it that they are better because they have longer body of work. Mm-hmm. Had he lived, he only put out 2 albums. Had he lived, who knows what to say. But it's the same thing could be said about Tupac. Had he lived, we might be saying he's the number 1 overall, just best MC ever. But because he didn't live, I'm sorry, Jay-Z takes the crown. He's number 1 for me. Jay-Z was number 1 on the list. I feel like that's the one thing they got right.
I just want this list. This list is like become the bane of my existence. It is not the gift that keeps on giving. It's just been a pain. But
some of that shit was crazy. First off, this is the craziest thing, and I hate to bring this shit up again, but they had Lauryn Hill rated at number 30 on the top MCs, nigga. Ooh. Top 30. Lauryn Hill rated over Common, over fucking Most Def, over Ludacris, over T.I., over Rick Ross.
Yeah, Rick Ross being number 50 was just like blowing me. It's like he was number 50 out of 50, and I'm like, wait a minute. So you trying to tell me it's 49 other dudes that's better than Rick Ross, man?
No.
Ross at least in the top 20.
Forget that. There is 20 other people that was apparently worse than Lauryn Hill. This is what I'm trying to understand, because there are people that were left off the list like Big Boy, like Killer Mike, like MC, Bun B, A-Ball, MJG. Like these are just a few names
Killer
that
Mike.
were left off.
Album of the year, Killer Mike, the new one. I'm sorry.
Left off of the list that Lauryn Hill made it.
I heard about that from I heard about the Killer Mike album from a client, and she went to the release party and she said it was amazing. Now
he's so slept on, bro.
Album of the year, like
he's so slept on, bro.
Rap, like he's the most underground, probably one of the best underground, most slept on rappers. Like, and the
crazy.
he had on there was crazy. He brought Jagged Edge out.
It's crazy.
He positions himself that way on purpose. He
does.
He intentionally does, like, because he could go more mainstream, but he intentionally positions himself the way he wants to for a reason.
He doesn't probably want the politics that comes along with going mainstream. Like that's why a lot of people stay underground and independent, because I didn't know this. So I learned this from like a friend. Her son is probably like 21. And sometimes you be thinking like, how these young rappers be getting like all this money and stuff? Well, they have like one, they underground, so a lot of people don't know about them. And two, their following is insane. So they throw these concerts and all this stuff. None of it is super publicized. So if you can just basically lurk and create your own network of people without being mainstream, signing to a label and doing all the shenanigans, like he will probably make way more money not being mainstream. He knows what happens when you got all eyes on you. So he want to be slept on purpose. He come in, he executes, and then he goes back quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because it's less smoke that way.